It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys, next on Madden NFL 25.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. They'll be led out by this promising young signal caller, already a starter in his first season out of Ole Miss.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll throw on first. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. A handoff to Tracy. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's down all the way to the 30. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They go right back to Tracy. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10 now. This one falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Love this. Tight end getting a run. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup and a second down.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Back to throw now. Has it in close. And in. Touchdown, New York. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. The return starts at the 18. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, well, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Dak off the play fake. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Prescott here from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. And the Giants take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Gets this to Johnson.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. Setting up a throw. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Tracy once more. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll try and throw it here. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Tracy goes up and over for the touchdown. The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. This is taken in at the 13. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate, every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving. You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd and 8. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He's trying to go deep again. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Takes this in at the 25. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be Giants football. They're set up at the 35 now. Trying the right side with Tracy. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's a 2-score game early. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They still have 5 to go here, 3rd down. Back to throw. Pass cut by Tracy. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. It's caught, Ferguson. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. From the 29. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time on rhythm and accurately, well, that was teaching tape right there.
This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Dak throwing again. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lone back gets the handoff. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He has the first over the middle, and he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gray now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. A give right side to Tracy. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pass play coming here. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now on first down. Connects with Johnson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. This is Tracy. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Giants trying to add to their lead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From midfield now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. So now here's 3rd and 5. They're throwing it. That's caught for the first. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing from the gun. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll throw it again. He's got him. That's Tracy. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
It's 2nd and goal. He'll throw it yet again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 14. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. And New York is making a house call. Touchdown! The Giants get more points to end a lopsided first half. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. All right, snap and a quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to elapse here in our first half. We're through 2 here with the Giants overcoming home field advantage. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Gano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got Pickens. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Here's a give up the middle. He'll cobble together a yard there. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Back to the well again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back-to-back carries here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Escapes the puck. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I can't help but watch these games and just hear Pete Carroll in my head all the time. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You got to finish. And so many times, Kate, we see in this league, you get a 3-score lead, you let off the gas a little bit defensively, you don't fight to finish, you let the opponent back in. Not with this defense and not with that sack. They are aiming to finish this thing, and with time a-ticking, they may just have done so with that sack.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's Tracy on the carry. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 43. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Dropping back to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Gets this to Johnson. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Here's Tracy. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more, and that's going to bring up third and very long. Now they send their back in motion right. He has room past the 25. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Giants will have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're now set for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Tracy. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll look to throw. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Now looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Gano ends the point after. And the Giants grow their lead yet again. Gano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. This, our last play of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Cowboys football as we're really just counting down this final quarter. This game seems out of hand. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Prescott here from the gun. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Looking slant route, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw, so it'll be second down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Second down, here's Prescott again. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. That's incomplete. We've got third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Prescott now on third down. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Dak throwing again. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Working inside the red zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Colson Adebo's got it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They're out and set, first and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over, over.
They go right back to Tracy. And second verse, same as the first. He's bottled up at the line of scrimmage.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Running this with Tracy. And that run's fairly uneventful. Only a small gain to near the 22. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8. The Giants are set to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down, here's Dak. He's on the move. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He takes off left on this 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Oh no, he lost control of another one. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, they like to say about sports, it's 90% mental. Well, right now with this run, it's 100% mental. You got to hang on to the football. It's in his head right now, and it just can't happen.
Now here comes the New York offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Tight end gets it running forward. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Tracy once more. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, so that brings up 4th and 2.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So out now comes the punter. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Prescott set to pass. It's caught, Ferguson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from Dallas.